I have some guests in studio. I'm going to kick this on the FM, and we're going to have some fun. So feel free to ask some questions, share this out. Let me know what you got going on today. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy. It's 8:56 on a beautiful Thursday that looks like it's going to rain and pour. And anyways, it's going to be a great day. So I have some guests in studio. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then share what we got going on today.
I'm Liz Rogers. I'm a board member for the Galveston Island Humane Society, and I have Queen with me. She's an adoptable dog from the Galveston Island Humane Society. We're going to talk about the Heroes and Hounds Calendar today.
Hi, I'm Keegan Smith. I'm a firefighter with Galveston Fire Department. I have been on the fire department for coming up on 2 years. We're going to round it up a little bit less than that, but it's my first time participating in the Heroes and Hounds.
Awesome. So if somebody hasn't heard of Heroes and Hounds, they don't know what it is, what is it?
Heroes and Hounds is a calendar. It's a partnership between the Galveston Island Humane Society and the Galveston Fire Fighters Association. This is the 5th annual calendar that we have produced. It features all Galveston firefighter heroes and adoptable pets from Galveston Island Humane Society, and all of the proceeds from this calendar go to support Galveston Island Humane Society and the care and rehoming of homeless and unwanted animals.
So you've been involved in the Galveston Island Humane Society for some time, right?
Yes.
So whose idea was this? That, hey, we need a calendar. Let's make this happen. Whose idea?
It was my idea. That's why I'm still here. So it was my idea, and we had some great firefighter partners that had been looking for an opportunity to produce a calendar that would generate some goodwill in our community. So there's really a lot of reasons that we do the calendar. One is that we want to raise precious funds for the care of the animals. Number two, we want to show off that these adoptable animals have their time in the spotlight. They're wonderful. A lot of people just don't believe that they're adoptable pets and critters, but all of the animals featured in the calendar are adoptable. I think we have probably all of the animals that are in this year's calendar have already been adopted, but it just helps to give them a little bit of spotlight. And then we
My little kitty's already gone?
Yeah,
my kitty's already gone?
Your kitty's already gone. Oh yeah,
man.
for sure. For sure. And then we also want to give a lot of exposure to the fact that our firefighters are everyday heroes, beyond just serving our community, that they care about the partnerships in the community, the animals of our community. They give a lot of their time and effort, not only to participating in the calendar, but doing promotion. And like Keegan's here with me today to promote it and to give it a lot of attention.
Keegan, what's it like being a part of something like this? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's spectacular to know that we're doing something bigger than ourselves, you know. I mean, that's why you get into a profession like this, is because you want to do more for your community. So to expand on that horizon is spectacular.
Where are you from? Where are you originally from?
I'm born and raised on the island.
Okay.
Born and raised on the island.
And you said you'd been a firefighter for about almost 2 years now,
Coming
right?
up on 2 years. Don't quote me on it. It's been a little less, but you know.
Yeah. So what drove you towards wanting to be a firefighter? Why did you choose to go into this field?
Oh, obviously the calendar. No.
Definitely the calendar.
No, you know, I've always wanted to be able to give back, and it's a very steady and consistent way to be able to do that on a daily basis. It's great to help my own community. You know, I'm familiar with the island. I love my island, and what a better way to support it than to go out on the front lines in it.
That's awesome. What does it take, like fitness-wise? Whenever the calendar's coming up, it's like, hey, because whenever you want to put your best foot forward, you know, be in shape, right?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I believe in fitness to a very high degree. I actually own a small gym on the island as well.
What's it called?
It's called Undercurrent Health and Wellness.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know some people work out there.
Yeah, it's on Broadway. So I mean, obviously, I'm a huge advocate for staying fit. But as far as getting closer to the calendar, you know, you definitely want to watch what you eat a little bit more. I'm not necessarily great at that side of things. I work out a little bit harder when it gets a little bit closer. And but other than that, I mean, it definitely takes commitment more than anything else. You know, you plan in advance and you say, hey, I have this much time to get myself ready.
How many weeks out is it? And you're like, okay, it's crunch time. Like we're like 6-8 weeks out.
Next year when I do it again,
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably like 10 to 12, maybe 16 weeks. This year, 3.
Oh my goodness. Truth teller there.
Yeah. Is there any like a competitiveness between even the firefighters saying like, man, I'm going to be the best in shape or not?
Within my head, absolutely. But as far as outspoken, no, not at all. Everyone's very supportive of one another. Any guys that need any advice, like one of our guys, he actually helps out quite a bit with everyone's nutrition. He does a really good job. And anybody that needs any advice on any movement patterns or any kind of help on what exercises to choose, I'm always there as well. We all kind of bounce ideas off of one another and help each other out where it's needed.
Yeah.
But it's all a friendly, supportive event for us.
We get a lot of questions. Most people are really incredulous that all of the guys in the calendar come from our fire department. They're like, there's no way you have that many good-looking, in-shape guys in one department. But truly, like, we really do. I think you see a lot of other large cities do calendars like this, or like Australia, where they have, like thousands of people that they could choose from. Yeah. Houston does a great calendar also, but they have so many stations and so many firefighters to choose from. We're really proud of our guys for their commitment to health and wellness and to the calendar, too. It's really impressive.
Keegan, were you in last year's?
No.
Okay, so this is your debut.
This is my debut. Yeah, last year they already had enough people volunteered by the time that I had come in and even figured out when it was happening. So no, I had a full year of being with the department before actually committing to anything as well, so it was good. Yeah,
what kind of feedback some of the guys who have been in the years past calendars, do they give you any advice and be like, hey, people may want your autograph at these events, or people recognize them?
I mean, it's really it's pretty chill. They just want you to uphold a good standard for yourself. Just like we do with the department in general. When you go to any events, any signings, anything like that, just hold yourself professionally, be personable with people, and obviously when you are getting ready for the calendar, do your very best to look your best and feel great while you're doing it.
Awesome. Liz, when does it come out?
So the calendar launches tomorrow. Pre-orders are available online at galvestonhumane.org. So you can pre-order a calendar. It will ship out tomorrow because that's when we'll actually have the calendars in hand. But we are having a Heroes and Hounds launch party tomorrow at Galveston Island Brewing in Galveston on Stewart Road. It's from 4 to 7 p.m., and this will be one of the only opportunities to get your calendar autographed. We'll have the majority of the firefighters and our heroes there to sign calendars. They make fantastic gifts. All of the proceeds help the Humane Society. There will be live music and food trucks at Galveston Island Brewing, so it's a great way to kind of end your week, do a little pre-holiday shopping, grab a few calendars for yourself. We'll have some adoptable pets out there as well. So if you're looking for your next forever friend as well, we'll have a few of these guys out here. Maybe Queen will be out there with us tomorrow. But absolutely, it's just such a fantastic way to support the shelter and the animals and to give some kudos to our firefighters as well. Queen is tangled up in my cord.
So Queen's in studios. I'm going to switch this camera. If you're watching on social media, thank you. Feel free to share this out. Let me know what you have going on and ask questions. But Queen, do we know what kind of dog Queen is?
So Queen is a hound mix. We were discussing this morning. She looks like she could have a little bit of Shar-Pei in her. She's got this kind of squatty face and the little tiny ears, but she is so sweet. She's less than 2 years old. She came into our shelter with a few puppies. The puppies were adopted, and now Queen is looking for her forever home. She is so sweet. You can tell she's just warmed right up here in studio. She's having a good time playing with my my headphone cord. Very treat motivated, but she would just make such a great companion. She's very, very sweet. She's got a very golden retriever kind of personality, very friendly, very happy dog.
So the calendar, is it a good tool to use to get these pets adopted?
Absolutely. I think we try to do a lot of behind the scenes as we're shooting the calendar to give these animals exposure. And the fact that you could adopt a dog that has is, a little bit famous in a way is really fun. It's a fun way to celebrate them and their new families. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the pets that are in there, it's like you have to get a copy of the calendar for sure.
Yeah, you should get 5. I mean, if I were.
Yeah,
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And we have, it's not just dogs in the calendar. We have cats, kittens. We actually have some guinea pigs this year because we do get a lot of critters. We get lizards and bunnies. Last year's calendar had a bunny bunny in it. This year we have 2 guinea pigs in the calendar. Adult dogs, big dogs, small dogs. We really try to showcase the variety of animals that we have at the Galveston Island Humane Society.
So did the guinea pigs, do they come from people who, just move in different situations and, hey, I can't take care of this?
Sure. We intake animals from a lot of different scenarios where, people may not be able to care for them anymore. Unfortunately, I think with a lot of critters, they belong to kids and they seem like a good idea at the time, but the level of commitment isn't there. So we do our best to find them good homes.
Keegan, do you have any pets?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, I have a cat who was actually adopted from the shelter. It was like the station cat. So name is Dodge, little orange cat, and he's sweet as can possibly be. Meows a little much for me though. Trying to quiet him down.
And then to say.
And we have a little rescue from Houston as well. So we're looking to get another pup now that we finally got a yard, but we got to settle in first, and then we're gonna get a second.
I was wondering if you had as many pets as Liz. How many pets do you have again?
I have 3 dogs.
Okay. I thought you had a bird. Like in my head, I was thinking like she had a bird and a couple guinea pigs.
Has a bird.
Okay.
Caroline has a bird. Absolutely. We have 3 dogs, all rescues from Galveston Island Humane Society, and they're fantastic. I think there's something really special about shelter pets because I think they come with just this gratitude that other dogs and cats don't come with. Like they know that you have rescued them, and they just carry that really grateful heart into your home.
Okay, so it's the fifth year that the calendar's been out.
Yes.
Whenever you go into something, you really don't know, I guess, what it takes or what it entails. Have you all learned a lot, with this being the 5th one from when y'all started?
We have done some crazy shots with animals, and we have figured out that cats are very hard to work with.
Not hopscotch. Hopscotch is great.
Hopscotch was great.
Wonderful.
That was Keegan's kitten. But we have gone up fire ladders and done shoots on slides and on the beach, and it adds an interesting dynamic to have people and pets in a photo shoot. So we've learned a lot about how much we can get done in a day and making sure to give the animals enough rest and letting them settle into the pictures because it's very new for them too, and the firefighters as well. So it's a lot of work. It's hard work being a supermodel, isn't it, Keegan?
Just comes with the territory.
It's living the dream.
Absolutely. But we're so grateful. We have great sponsors. We have great supporters. We have tons of people that wait every year for the calendar to come online so that they can buy the next edition. So it's really been a great project for the shelter.
Would y'all ever, I guess, that was your idea, you said 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a ton of other ideas. What is something else that's kind of like in line with that? Could there be like, I don't know, a different kind of calendar or anything else?
Well, every year that we do this, Galveston Police Department pipes up and says, when are we going to do a police officer calendar? And I said,
they don't want it. They don't want it.
Whenever y'all are going to step up and do this for us, because I think a lot of people don't understand how much time and effort the fire department and these firefighters put into promoting the calendar, to being a part of it, to preparing for it. They do signings, they do media with us.
Yeah.
They really do a lot of legwork getting this out and about, and so we would definitely be open to that if any other organizations were willing to commit to that level of involvement on behalf of our shelter.
How do you think that would go? You think a police, a Galveston police and a Galveston Humane Society?
We got to do it together.
Well, that'd be cool.
We got to merge it.
Yeah, friends.
Do a 2-year calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
Awesome. Okay, so
someone tag Clint Stevens in this.
and Gio Martinez.
And Gio Martinez.
Please.
Make it happen.
Are they with the police department?
Police department, yeah.
Okay.
They're usually the first ones to ask when they're when the police calendar is gonna come out.
Gio's gonna be on the calendar with me. He's on my page. We gotta make that happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit, or I mentioned about Battle of the Badges. I think it's coming up really quick, but that's a cool thing where it's a partnership between the police department
Absolutely.
and the fire department as well. So they work together. I mean, they're fighting each other, but But they have
Yeah,
this
but
history.
it's still together. Right. Absolutely. No, I think that would be fabulous if we ever did that in the future for sure. But, we do a lot of different projects to support the animals. We have an annual gala. We have a Mardi Gras parade called Barkus and Meow, where people bring their pets in Mardi Gras costumes with beads. And it's on the last Sunday of Mardi Gras every year. It's a great family event. And then we have surf dogs every summer. Surf Dogs is like a surfing contest with dogs, and so that's really fun too. So we have a lot of different projects and events that we put on, really creative things to help the shelter animals out.
Cool. All right. So if you're just taking the time to join us, we're talking about Heroes and Hounds. It's the 5th annual calendar to come out. It's a collaboration between the Galveston Island Humane Society and the Galveston Fire Fighters Association. The calendar drops tomorrow. You can get your hands on a copy. Galveston Island Brewing, 4 to 7 p.m.
Yes.
If somebody wants to order it, find out more information, how can they do that?
They can go to www.galvestonhumane.org. They can order the calendar through our website, and the price includes shipping, so we can ship to you. They make great holiday gifts.
Okay, cool. So we have Keegan in studio. Keegan, we found out that you own a gym in Galveston. How long have you had that?
This year is my 3rd year. Yeah, so coming up on 3 years total.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been into fitness and health?
I mean, to a degree. I mean, I grew up playing baseball. I was decent, at best, and then I kind of got obsessed. I mean, I've dabbled in different athletic endeavors. Went from that to golf to jiu-jitsu, went deep into CrossFit, and now much more just strength and conditioning, just for a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it's always been a part of my life to some degree.
What's been the most challenging out of all those that you've listed? They required the most, I suppose.
Oh, man. Well, what I was the worst at was golf. By a long shot.
Terrible golfer.
By a long shot.
Well, coming from baseball, I've never played golf, but that's what they always say. Like it's a different swing and the mechanics and all that stuff.
Oh, man. I pitched, so I don't even have that excuse. I was just bad at it. I was just no good. But I mean, and jiu-jitsu and things like that are just a different kind of hard. It's a physical strain. But I like that challenge more than I like the, golf. You twist your hand just a little too much, and all of a sudden you're in the pond.
Yeah.
So it's just a different kind of hard.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Keegan, what do you have to do to qualify as a firefighter? It's really intense physical training, right? It's a test.
Yeah. So I mean, the test is, you have to pack up, so you have extra weight on your back. You're wearing gloves, so I mean, you got a little adrenaline going, so your grip is a little shot by the end of the test. But it starts off on a over 70 feet worth of a climb up a ladder. You come down. You have to swing a hammer on a Kaiser sled. You have to drag hose. You have to drag a dummy. And then you're carrying hose up and down several flights of stairs at the end of the test. So, I mean, it's a solid test. It replicates to a degree what it would be like on a fire scene. I mean, you're obviously on a fire scene. You try to really calm yourself down so that you can last. But given the test, I mean, obviously you're trying to attack it and make a good time and prove that you can do it effectively. But it's a lot of fun. It's a good test. You'll be winded by the end of it for sure.
I imagine. Yeah, you said it tries to mimic what happens if you were on a fire scene. Mm-hmm. Every day that you show up, I mean, you don't know what you're going to go into. You're just waiting for the call. You go out. How is it like processing that or being able to deal with that on a daily basis?
Well, I mean, we're on a 2-day on, 4-day off schedule. Whenever I was first starting, I mean, there are still times like I'll hear a certain noise and the pitch sounds very similar to like what the tones would sound like dropping at the station, and it's just kind of like it kind of gives you an automatic response. Over time, I'm still learning how to relax in between calls. You go to go to take a shower. You get caught mid shower and you don't know what you're. All of a sudden you're all sudsy going off to a call. Like it can catch you at any moment. So.
Ladies with the calendar picture. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
mean, it really it just takes practice to be able to calm down and and down regulate while you're at the station, and then definitely don't bring it home with you. But it just takes practice, understanding like, hey, this is why we do the training that we do. This is why you went through the academy. This is why you put yourself in these situations over and over, so that way when the call does drop, no matter what it is, you know, between you and your captain and your battalion chief who will obviously be there, you're going to make sure that the steps are taken necessary to get the job done appropriately, so there's no reason to be on edge the entire time.
What about, you know, there's been a lot more events. We just got through the Lone Star Rally weekend. What does that do for you guys?
Well, I actually worked one of the days out there. We go out there just in case if there was anything to happen. We're out there to assist EMS out there, and we're also out there to assist if there was just so happen to be a fire. You know, you can get some of those motorcycles out the way. You can start getting people out of buildings, whatever you might have to do. But I mean, it's always good. It doesn't do anything in particular for us, but you know, looking at it from the island's perspective, bringing in all that revenue and support to all these smaller businesses on the island that a lot of them really struggled through COVID, bringing out opportunity for smaller local businesses. It just helps the island overall.
Yeah, I agree, because I read somewhere in the newspaper like how many millions of dollars were generated, and you know, they weren't able to have those events. But you know, even think about the Galveston Island Humane Society. These businesses that want to donate or give back, it's like, hey, now we're able to take that money and put it to you guys or where they want to.
Absolutely. They have the ability to support us. Again, that's so crucial. So important. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I want to put in one more plug about adoption, about animal adoption, because we do have Queen here. We're coming up on the holidays, and a lot of people are looking to gift pets for the holidays. We love the idea of adding to your family for the holidays, but there are some great ways that you can do it that make a lot of sense for families and the animals. We always suggest at our shelter that if you don't plan on coming in as a family and you want to make it a surprise, that you do a gift certificate for an adoption, which we can do at our shelter. And that way you can come in as a family to select a pet that works the best for you. Generally, it's not a good idea to just surprise someone with an animal. But it does happen a lot. So we suggest a gift certificate for an adoption, and then coming in as a family or as friends, or however you are gifting the animal to select the right animal. We have every shape and size. A lot of people tend to go for puppies at Christmas time and for the holidays, but what they don't know is that adult pets make the greatest pets, because so many of our animals are house trained, they're kennel trained, they come with manners. We have several dog trainers that volunteer tons of hours at our shelter socializing our dogs, teaching them to walk on a leash, so they come with training.
And like
adult
you said,
pets,
they definitely appreciate it. 100%.
Yes.
They definitely appreciate it.
Adult pets all of ours have come as adults, and they are just so grateful. And they come with manners. And then, you know, we don't have a lot of the recourse after the holidays of now the puppy is growing up and it's a teenager and it's chewing everything and it doesn't have manners and we want to take it back now. So we highly suggest a gift certificate for adoption and doing that as a family, or considering making a donation in someone's name as a gift, or buying a calendar or supporting one of our many programs. You can specify online when you donate that it's in honor of someone. You can donate specifically to some of our programs for spay and neuter, for emergency assistance, and for the general fund. So there's a ton of ways that you can support the shelter and give gifts during the holiday season.
How much does it cost to adopt?
So it depends on the animal. All of the prices for adoption are online. So it depends if it is a young dog, or if we have special rates for seniors, special rates for critters like bunnies and guinea pigs, and we get ferrets in sometimes, and lizards and birds. But all of our animals come complete with all of their shots. They're vaccinated. They are spayed or neutered if it's a dog or a cat. They come with all of their tags. They are ready to go. And all of our dogs come with some sort of free training. So we have several trainers that we work with that are willing to continue training with an animal so that it works out to be a perfect situation for your family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Keegan, is there anything else you'd like to share while you're here this morning?
Nothing in particular. I mean, it's just I've appreciated every ounce of this opportunity. It's been a great experience for me personally. It's very enlightening.
Looking forward to next year's?
Oh, absolutely.
10 to 12 weeks out.
10 to 12
Hit
weeks.
it.
No,
Definitely.
3 weeks this time.
Definitely 10 to 12 weeks out for sure.
Yes, definitely.
We hope we see everyone tomorrow night at the brewery for the calendar launch. It's going to be a great time. Live music, food truck. Most of the firefighters will be out signing calendars, so it makes a great gift. Go and pick one up and come see us.
Keegan, that's what everybody should get from you for Christmas.
Yes.
It's like mom, cousins, aunts, everybody. Yeah, everybody gets the calendar autographed.
Yes,
welcome.
absolutely.
I'll just write
Yes.
something unique on each one.
Definitely.
Oh, it's a
Like-
good idea.
A random quote generator, like cheesy quotes or something like that.
You know what? It makes perfect sense, too, because I'll go to one store and everyone gets something from one store. I don't go shopping around. I don't go different places. I go to one store and I get it all done
High
there.
school yearbook, stay cool.
Yeah.
Best
Stay
friends
cool,
forever.
bro. Love you, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you. So anything else? Remind people one more time.
Okay, tomorrow, Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., Heroes and Hounds Calendar launch at Galveston Island Brewing in Galveston. We'll have the firefighters out signing calendars, adoptable pets, live music, food truck. If you can't make it out, you can order your calendar online at www.galvestonhumane.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gardy. We appreciate it.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.